Good morning, everyone. It's Monday the 27th of May, bank holiday today, and due to some quirk in the Fife school calendar, the kids are at school, but I'm off. Jen's able to work today, but so she'll make sure the kids get to school, but I'm going to head out on the bike. The weather's a bit mixed and it's supposed to turn really quite wet later, so heading out, it's about 7:15. I'll go out and do about 3 hours. So yeah, it's an electric road bike I have, which is, I've got a manual mountain bike, but an electric road bike, which is really quite handy for like recovery rides and things like that, because I'm not really want my heart rate to get too high. I don't really want to work my legs too hard in terms of really kind of muscularly pushing them. I just want to kind of do some sort of steady state cardio. I just do more kind of base building than cardio. So that's the plan for today. It'll be about 60, maybe 70k, something like that. So we'll see. We'll go out it's relatively mild, which is nice. I can go out and do a few miles. Hopefully the roads are relatively quiet this bank holiday Monday. Just covering what's happening the rest of the week. Longish cycle today. Hopefully then I don't ruin my legs too much, and I can manage a zone 3 run on tomorrow morning, Tuesday morning. Then Wednesday's yoga and kickboxing. Thursday weights, which will just be some squats with just a couple of weights I've got in the house. So squats and things like crab walking. Friday's rest day, and then hopefully Saturday 24.5k long run, and that'll be my longest run ever, which will be great. And then Sunday will be a rest day. I had wanted to go to the gym today and get a PT session, and I emailed PTs at 2 local gyms. I'd emailed 8 PTs on Friday. I know it's a bit last minute, but nobody's got back to me, which is a bit frustrating. So that was Pure Gym in Dunfermline. I think I emailed 7 PTs, not one response. And then I contacted both PTs at Gym 64 in Dunfermline. One did get back to me, said it just wasn't something that he did that I was looking for. Recommended his colleague. She's not got back to me. So yeah, a bit frustrated at that, because I wanted to get a bit of PT session just to advise on form and sort of kettlebell options and sort of what I can manage to do at home. Anyway, right, I'll get on the bike now. See you later. My route this morning is from the sea to the hills. So starting home at Lime Kilns, then up to the little village of Crossford, which I'm just heading towards now.
then up to Salon via the delightfully named hamlet of Cowstrand Burn. After Salon, really head up towards Dollar, and that'll be my most northerly point. And then along the Devon Way to Tillicoultry, and then down to Alloa, Clackmannan, Kincardine, Curris along the Forth, and then back home. It's quite wet out this morning. I mean, it's not raining, but it was so wet yesterday. There's a lot of lying water, which isn't ideal, but it's alright. So yes, the objective for today is just some long steady state cardio, heart rate in the 110 beats per minute. So the objective for today is just some long steady state cardio, heart rate not really getting above 110. So that was nice. Just picked up another cyclist, a nice little chat. He's doing it properly. He's not got the e-bike assist, but yeah, different objectives. Yeah. The e-bike is great for this active recovery and just being able to keep heart rate under control. You know, I'm kind of cruising along, heart rate currently at 115. I just come up a little hill. Yeah, so it's just perfect for that. What I don't want to be doing is feeling any real strain in my legs. Just want to keep turning. So back home from the cycle, all refueled and all dried up. Turned out to be a little bit wetter than the forecast had indicated, so I got
Quite wet, got quite cold. But it was fine. I didn't quite do 70k, I just wanted to head for home. So it was still 60k, which wasn't bad. And, it wasn't very hard work. Just let the e-bike do his thing when there were any hills. So in theory it was good to be out, but it was a little bit of more enduring than endurance. But that's all right. But one of the things that has really made me think about is the whole concept of doing these activities and having a bit of kind of pain and suffering. And I think a lot of people kind of, it maybe doesn't motivate them, but they kind of, I don't know, they use the pain and suffering as a bit of a tool to, something to be conquered and things like that. And I kind of get that, but I'm a little bit worried that I want my run to actually be enjoyable. I'm not doing it to be, a 50-mile grind. I really enjoy, being out, and the whole point of the training is to be able to enjoy being out for longer, and it's really not to go through some sort of cathartic, suffering exercise. For me, that if anybody asked what I want to get out of the run, I want it to be enjoyable. It's going to be a challenge, but I don't want to be broken at the end of it. And I'm a little bit worried given the conditions today, and there was no problems with my fitness, but the weather conditions weren't great. And I was just kind of like, I wasn't suffering, but I wasn't enjoying it. And I went out on the bike this morning to enjoy it. And so I'm a bit concerned when it comes to the big run, that if there's something happens, if it's my fitness or it's the weather or whatever, that means I'm not enjoying it. That's defeating really what I want to get out of the whole activity. And that's going to be some of that will be out with my control. I can prepare as well as I can so that in theory my fitness is in a really good place, but I'll never have run 50 miles straight until that day, so I don't really know. And I guess the only way to really be fit and prepared for a 50-mile run and to be able to enjoy a 50-mile run is to be able to suffer on a 70-mile run, or that's the only way of really kind of guaranteeing success there. But yeah, I'm a little bit worried that I might be not, if I don't enjoy it, am I going to be able to motivate myself to finish it, given that my motivation is very much wrapped up in the enjoyment of the running. It's not like I'm doing a race, so I've got a time to do, or there is a sort of organised challenge. I'm doing this for myself, just by myself, and what's my motivation going to be if the weather turns out to be rubbish? So I don't know. And maybe that doesn't matter. Maybe it's like, weather's rubbish, I'm going to go home and do it again a different day. I don't know. But it's something to think about. But all I can really do at this time is just make sure I'm as physically prepared as possible. But I also need to be mentally prepared. So maybe it is about pushing the envelope of what is enjoyable. So making sure that I'm running in bad weather, that over the winter that I'm making sure I'm getting out. And I do quite enjoy going out in the winter and, with the head torch on and conditions being less than ideal. So I'm not just a fair weather runner, but I do want to, I think I probably need to work on my mental resilience for running in less than optimum conditions, so as I can push the envelope of what I find enjoyable. Is probably the best preparation I can do. But one of the parts of the preparation will be the running of the route beforehand in chunks, so as that I kind of know what's coming. So the sort of threat of the unknown will change my perception of the run. So by being prepared and knowing the route will help as well. So anyway, just something else that's kind of in the mind for what I need to prepare for, what could be 8-9 hours on my feet. You know, and if it was a beautiful blue sky day, and you can get them at the end of March, then great. But if it's the spring like we've just had, which has been wet, it could be a bit miserable. So I'll need to decide whether that is something I want to continue with. Anyway, right, so it's the rest of the bank holiday. Just got a few bits and pieces to do here. Bike needs a clean now, and yeah. And then tomorrow morning, hopefully, if I can work on some recovery today, that my legs are good for a zone 3 run tomorrow, hopefully about a sort of 12k zone 3. And yeah, moving on with the rest of the week. Right, enjoy the rest of your week. Bye.